The Deputy Chairperson of the Parliamentary Committee on Information, Communication, Technology and National Guidance, Iddi Isabirye, chaired the meeting engaging the Ministry of ICT and National Guidance, featuring the line agencies. In this meeting, the MPs sought to understand the current status and performance of the national backbone infrastructure in local government and Uganda Communications Universal Service and Access Fund.
As we struggle to make a country and the whole world a global village, there are areas that are disadvantaged, that even making a call, someone has to climb a tree.
The officials of UCC informed the MPs of how the increase in the number of schools, including the seed schools, created more gaps in the need to increase ICT services. In the last financial year, UCC informs that about 2,500 people benefited from the digital literacy training and 1,500 youths are being targeted in this financial year.
We discovered over time that we needed to categorize these trainings because these different clusters of people had different challenges, and you need to adapt, the trainings to the different challenges if they are to be impactful.
The Minister of State for ICT and National Guidance, Godfrey Kabyanga, told the MPs how some schools where the internet services were extended to had no power.
I think that is really a wastage, because there are schools that have never used these computers, even the fact that you have given them.
So the understanding was that, once this seed is put into the schools, then the schools and the ministry can put into place measures to continue with ICT in the schools.
NITA Uganda, Posta Uganda and Uganda Telecommunications Company Limited also presented their stand.
And our estimation is that for us to efficiently and effectively provide IT services to the ministries, departments and agencies, we require 64 billion, but we are only allocated 15 billion. So there's a very big gap, there's a shortfall in the allocation of.
The row between UTCL and Posta Uganda did not skip the meeting despite the matters being in court.
But we have also told these agencies they are just agents, they cannot start fighting, yet property belongs to government.
On their part, to provide television services, the Deputy Managing Director of Uganda Broadcasting Corporation, Maurice Mugisha, reminded the MPs of the wage arrears of UBC. The MPs promised to engage the Ministry of Finance on the matter. Mugisha also updated the MPs on how the debt to clear the satellite fees has highly affected some of the upcountry's television stations.
Wage bill. Did you provide a wage bill for UBC this financial year?
Yeah, we submitted to Ministry of Finance, but the Ministry of Finance didn't give us the money. Like even the Department of Information and National Guidance received zero money for operations.
Because I must mention here that UBC this financial year has only 1.4 billion in the budget. So again, I want to raise this as a matter before you, because of our arrears of almost $1 million to the service provider, who is Intelsat, and that is also being handled by the ministry, because these arrears were captured under the Ministry of Finance as a debt that should have been cleared by last financial year to the service provider.
Daniel Mugoya, Gloria Gitabinji, UBC News.